Good morning, YouTube. I'm so glad you're here. Good morning, Instagram. We've got dual streams happening, and I'm so happy that you are here for day 3 of the Hope for Healing Challenge. We've got breath work today. We have a giveaway for a beautiful bottle of full spectrum hemp CBD. And we've got another little talk today. I'm distracted by the pillow I'm sitting on. There we go. That's a little better. And hello, welcome, Julie, Mel, Elizabeth, Katie. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're here. How did you feel yesterday? Those of you that did the release breath work yesterday, how was the rest of your day? How were the few hours after breath work? There's always this ripple effect of a breathwork experience. It's never just, wow, for 2 minutes after that, I felt great. And then I was back to normal. There really is this shift that happens energetically for us. And after an hour journey, I've got 3 to 5 days at least of feeling more calm in my nervous system, more capable. Welcome, Carrie, Cassie, Addison, Erica. We've got an awesome group here today. You'll want to be on live if you want to be in the drawing for the full-size bottle of CBD. Welcome, Jen. I'm glad you're here. And oh, great. We've got Josh and Anita on the live stream on YouTube. Beautiful. It has been awesome connecting with you all in the topic of hope for your healing. And Katie felt restful after the breathwork journey yesterday. Yes, I'm so glad to feel that and to hear that. And I'm curious what will come of today's journey and talk on receiving. Receive it. Before we jump into that, I just want to remind everyone that there is a scholarship opportunity for the Breathwork Experience. A 100% full scholarship will be given on Tuesday, will be the drawing for that. So please make sure to fill out that application if you want to be considered. You do need to share some of the content from this experience in order to qualify. So whether that means sharing it on your stories, or forwarding the replay email to friends and family, that is part of the requirement for getting the scholarship. Yes, the next round of the Breathwork Experience begins Monday, May 2nd. The last day to enroll is Sunday, a week from today. So you have a full week to watch those replays, decide and feel if breathwork is right for you as a deep dive. And then you get to get intentional in this program, guys. You get to pick, what am I here to heal? Right? We're not necessarily saying, I'm going to heal everything ever, right? Getting really clear about what you are healing, and then we deep dive for 5 consecutive live weeks and allow you to do that work via the breath, via journey work, via my method and guidance. And I'll be sharing some testimonials in this coming week from past participants in the Breathwork Experience. I think you'll really enjoy hearing it in their words, what they experienced when they took the 5-week course. How about we chime in? What do you want to receive in your life, right? You can think of this like a birthday wish, right? What did you used to wish for when you blew out your candle when you were little? I think I wished for world peace, or for all the poor people to have food and never be hungry. I know, even as a child, I was like, help those who are suffering. And I teach, and I really touched on this yesterday, the importance of being intentional, of getting really clear. What are you releasing and what do you want to receive? I want to be clear with you. It can sometimes be really scary to ask for what we want. We have all these needs and wants and desires, and when it comes to actually asking, who here is like excellent at asking others for help? Right? Just feel like it's really easy for you. I will applaud you if you do. No shame here, right? And I find that most people I work with really do struggle to ask for something. Be really clear with their partner, with their boss, with their God, right? Here is what I want to receive. That's a difficult ask for many of us. Hello, Sylvia. I'm so glad you're here. The prompt is, what do you want to receive? And how are you at asking for that in your life? Anita says the breathwork experience was the best experience of her life. Yeah, and she was very clear about that as it was happening. Like, this is profound. I'm so glad you've been a part twice, and I would love to welcome you again a third round. Many, many people come back to the experience, if that says anything to you. How easy is it for you to ask for what you want to receive, right? So there's a block that happens there. There was an awesome question on day one. Why do we block what's good for us? Why isn't it easy to do what feels good? What not just what feels good, right? Because eating the crap or doing the crap feels good in the moment, right? Why is it so challenging to do what's nourishing for us? And I said, well, maybe that's conditioning and programming. And yesterday I asked you and didn't get an answer. And as I was falling asleep last night, I was like, oh, I know why. Why do we block what's good for us? We don't believe that receiving it is possible. It doesn't match the story that we have. Give me a wave if that makes sense to you. You might want that thing, all that goodness, and if you don't believe that you're worthy, and if you don't believe that that thing is even possible for you to have, you are going to unconsciously go, yeah, no thanks, right? Oh, you're giving that to me? It's not a good time, right? I'm not available for that. Let me just go ahead and self-sabotage that, yeah? Let me go ahead and ruin that. Even though I said I wanted that, I don't feel worthy of it. And I don't actually believe that I'm going to get it because life's full of fucking disappointments, right? And what's the point of getting your hopes up if your hopes are just going to be dashed? Do you see me? Do you hear me? Right? Yes. Jen says exactly. Mel says yes. Katie says, yep. Yeah. So the work isn't to try harder to receive the thing. Right? The work is to change the story that tells you you are not worthy of the thing and you're never going to get it anyway. So why even ask? Does that resonate? Give me a yes. Josh says it's easier for me to do something for someone else than ask for something for me. Do we see Josh here? We see you, Josh. I feel like, with the exception of people who are like categorically narcissistic and have, issues, that's the case for many of us, right? So much easier to give than to receive. Because when we give, we do receive, right? What do you receive when you give? You feel good, you please that person, they said thank you, you're awesome, you're the best, right? We got this feeling like, oh, we are good, I am good. And I'm receiving that from someone else, not from myself. Katie says, yes, please, let's change the story. Yeah, this resonates with you guys. So how do we change the story? How do we do that? There's two ways that we change: bottom up and top down. Top down is mindset work. Many of us are attempting this, right? Law of attraction stuff. Well, if I just think positive, the thing will come to me. That don't work out so good, does it? Because you might be forcing this thought of like, yeah, I'm worthy, I'm good enough, but your body doesn't actually believe it, right? Microdosing is top-down work. It changes and repatterns the mind, the brain, the connections in the brain, so that you can begin to experience and believe it in the body. But it happens here first with microdosing. Nothing wrong with mindset work. And many of us are only doing the top-down approach, right? Let me talk to the therapist and figure this part out, and then maybe I'll start to believe it. Here's where breathwork comes in. It's bottom up. So let's go straight to the not enough, the trapped energy, the old story, which isn't here. The expression of it might be here, but it's here, right? We talked about this yesterday. And let's move that out and make space for your miracle to come through. Does it make sense? Top down, bottom up. If you are microdosing and doing breath work, both happening for you. That's good stuff. Those are the people every single time when I work with them, I'm like, yep, microdosing, breath work. You don't have to do both to experience transformation. There are plenty of ways to shift the mind. This makes sense. Carrie says, absolutely. So we need to run our new belief system on the hard drive, right? Take the old corroded system out and put a new system on the hard drive. Things that get in the way of your miracle, of receiving. Victim mentality, right? I'm just expecting someone to come rescue me and fix this whole thing. Someone's gonna come on the white horse, thank you, Disney, and give me what I want. Kiss me and make all my dreams come true. I do like Disney movies. Or pushing and controlling. I want this thing, so I'm gonna do everything in my power to force it to happen, right? Even though doors are closing, I know how to wrench a door open, right? I know how to jam myself into this situation. How does that work? Right? Or here's what it could look like to co-create this change with the universe, with God. Remember, ask, believe, receive, right? You hear that a lot in the Christian faith, or maybe even in law of attraction stuff. Ask, believe, and then receive. Oh, it's so simple, right? We're talking about that little believe part right here, right now, right? Because that's the story that you actually don't believe. So many of us are asking, and many of us are waiting to receive, and we're missing this believe part. So I'm going to change this. Ask, breathe, receive. How does that one resonate with you? Get clear, set your intention, make your ask. What am I releasing? What am I receiving? Breathe and actually allow the releasing to happen. And then receive what? What do you receive when you breathe? Expansion, clarity, confidence, an awareness of what the actual next step could be. And the option to then co-create and get into action from that place, from the breathed place, let's call it, from the expanded place. Get into action, breathe while you're in action, right? In your day-to-day, and then receive, and then receive. Does this resonate? Kim says, love, ask, breathe, receive. Beautiful. Yes. Let's download that onto our hard drives today. Yeah? Let's simplify this. You don't change your beliefs by telling yourself, I need to change that belief. You change your beliefs in your body. You change your beliefs by aligning with a different energy. So what's a miracle look like? How do you know you're receiving? How do you know it's working, right? What are the little signs that you get when you're in flow? When you do believe that miracles are possible, when you do believe that you are enough and you are worthy of them? Well, yesterday I shared with you all my release episode, vomiting, crying, grief, having this like extreme experience in the morning that I'm still processing. And what I taught you yesterday is after you empty out, there is always something that comes in and fills up that space. Now, if you don't intentionally fill that space up, it's going to fill back up with more of the same. You need to choose what you are receiving, what you are filling back up with. And sometimes that's just white light at the end of a journey, and that's good and okay. It doesn't have to be super specific and focused on a thing, right? It can be an energy, it can be a feeling. So yesterday, after my release, there was space. My husband walked me up to the deck. I was sort of coming down from this whole thing. And I was sitting in total peace. There was so much space. I had rescheduled the live stream. I had downregulated my system from feeling like I was failing you and my family and everyone. And I was just being still. Would not have been possible if I hadn't had that whole episode of releasing. And 3 beautiful red cardinals flew into my vision and landed on a tree right in front of me. It was like, I didn't have to look for them. They came to me. This is significant for me. Cardinals are a totem animal. They speak to me. They remind me of my grandmother. They're really special. And my mom's got a bunch of them down her property, but they're never up here at mine. And for weeks, you guys, maybe even months, I've been scattering seeds and being like, how do I get the birds to come up here? I want the birds to come up here. I've been trying, I've been working, I've been efforting. And yesterday, in the moment after releasing and letting go, not even thinking about the darn birds, the birds came to me. That's how I know I'm in the flow, that miracles are happening, that I am worthy of receiving. Give me a wave if animals talk to you too. Then last night I went for a walk, and for the first time since moving here almost a year ago, encountered a huge, likely venomous snake coiled in the middle of the walking path, like huge. Came up, lifted its head, hissed at me and the dog. We stumbled upon it, went back down again. We turned around, we left, and I immediately looked up snake symbolism. You guys, it's so good. Snake is a symbol of transformation, shedding your skin, becoming new. Snake is a spiritual symbol. Like everything I read was like, yes, yes, yes. I needed to see a snake yesterday after my day. Repeating numbers. Anybody get repeating numbers when they're in a really good flow? What else do miracles look like? Your heart softening, forgiveness being easy to access, right? That's going to change something for you. Doors opening, answers to the right helpers and healers coming into your path. Little signs from the universe. That call you never thought you'd get, a random apology letter from the person who hurt you years ago. There are miracles every day. And these little, not so little, beautiful little gifts are your sign and your gift along the way as you ask, breathe, and receive over and over again as you shift that old story. Give me an amen if you want some receive in your life. Hi, Shelby. Sometimes I dream about steaks and remind myself they're symbolic. They are. They're super powerful. Yes, Sylvia, forgiveness, 100%. Such a powerful, powerful portal for transformation and healing, and absolutely an emphasis inside the 5-week breathwork experience. So, what's getting in the way? What's that story for you that's blocking you from receiving? Anu says that I don't feel worthy. Yeah, and I think that's common for so many of us. During the breathwork journeys inside the experience, I offer a different mantra each week, and I say that mantra while you are in the relaxed state of the breath. I say it to you. If you know anything about unconscious, subconscious programming, you know that you can rewire beautifully when you are in that relaxed state, right? If you're like super jacked up and, right, and you're like, I believe that, right, my next job opportunity is coming, right? That shift is really critical for allowing that belief to be in the body. Cassie says the story is that I won't be safe. Yes, Cassie, and that's why we talked about safety on day one. I see you and you are not alone. This is a byproduct of the inherently traumatic world that we live in, right? Well, I can't have that thing because it's not safe to have that thing. I'm safe over here in my contained, closed, controlled world. That thing is unknown. So I don't know if that thing is going to rise up and end up biting me in the ass, right? Better to just hide. There's a lot of bravery involved, you guys, in stepping into a new way. This is deep, hard work that many people spend their entire lives avoiding. Literally spend their entire lives avoiding the discomfort of something new because it's so utterly terrifying. You are here. If you are here, you are ready and you are already doing this. And with the support of the breath, could really soar. Yes, Carrie, the pain is familiar, so we hang on to it. 100% the truth. We create what we knew and know over and over again, even though we say, I hate that I do this. I hate that I do this thing. Let me go ahead and do the thing again, right? And that's the old story. That's the staying safe part that we're re-scripting with breath work and with microdosing if you choose it. Josh says, stress and depression are probably blocking me right now. Also not feeling good about where I'm in my life currently. Yes, Josh, there is a script running. There's a set of stories you have associated with the stress and with depression. And if you don't feel good about your life, the story is you're no good. This shit's never gonna change, right? God, you are stuck, dude. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. How do you want to relate to that story then, you guys? How do you want to relate to that voice? Old theory says, ignore it, banish it, murder it, make it go away. It's evil, it's bad. The inner critic is always going to be there. What if you learned to befriend that person, that part of you? Oh, hello, critic. Hello, you trying to keep me safe. Thank you for all the ways you've supported me over the years. And I'm feeling really confident with the tool of the breath right now. I'm just going to go ahead and strap you in the back seat in a 5-point harness car seat. And if there's a real true accident up ahead, I will need you to help me navigate that, right? You can't get rid of the warning bells, but we want to put them in their proper place. They should not be driving the car. You are driving the car. Your authentic, expanded, aligned self is driving the car. Put both hands on the wheels and drive it. Instead of looking at, well, what do you think I should do? Right? What do you go? That car thinks I should go this way, right? That's how many of us are operating. So you know what's in the way, right? Notice how you are orienting to what's in the way, right? Gosh, that stupid depression. Gosh, if it wasn't just depressed, this would all be better, right? That is rejection of that part of you. We talked about this in day one. How can you accept? Hello, sad little one inside of me. I see how you've been hurt. Come here. I got you. We're going to breathe. Accepting and owning all of the parts of you is a critical and foundational part of healing. What do you want to receive? Give me one word. Everybody on this live stream, what are you ready to receive? Peace, hope, opportunity, expansion, feelings of wholeness. I believe that is possible for you. Do you believe it's possible for you? You might not in this moment conceptually, but you can come to believe it with the breath. And we're going to drop into that practice in just a few minutes. We've got a beautiful 2 breath patterns today for us to really be in the practice of receiving. Sylvia wants recognition. Carrie wants self-acceptance. Julie wants fear or fearlessness or fear to go away. Amanda wants flow. Sylvia wants safety. Mel wants fruition. Great word. Chelsea wants calm. Cassie wants expression. Kim wants joy. Josh wants peace. Yes, and Anita wants peace, love, and acceptance for who I am. Do you believe it's possible to receive those things? Katie wants comfort. Beautiful word. Okay. Chelsea wants to be authentically myself. Hell yes. Ask, breathe, receive. So now we've made an ask. Speaks to Jen, embracing all the parts of myself. Yes. So maybe what you want is wholeness, right? Acceptance of self. Now that you know what you want to receive, remember that a critical part of this equation we're talking about here, release to receive, is to let go of something first. Many of you were here live yesterday. Don't worry, you can watch the replay. It was a very powerful release session. I really encourage you to watch the replay on day 2 when you can this week and experience a real release from your body via breath, sound, and movement. You will also have some release today because every time you breathe, there's the opportunity to release. And we're really going to drop into the acceptance piece today, the receiving piece today. Being in the practice of laying back and letting it come through. I mean, how many of us struggle or have struggled with receiving pleasure from a partner, right? Even after you've given, right? Oh, I'm okay. I'm good. Don't worry about me, right? There's a script here that we're reprogramming. I am worthy of receiving. I am worthy of this time it's going to take to receive. Yep. You are worthy. And we're going to feel into that today with 2 beautiful breath patterns. Before we jump in, a couple of pieces here. And please continue, ask your questions and comment in the community here. I will acknowledge your answers before we drop into the breath work. It's not too late to sign up for this challenge, even though this is the last day of the live stream. Again, if you want to be eligible for the scholarship offering being announced on Tuesday, you must be registered for the challenge. And I'm giving away some juicy stuff this week too. I put together a Hope for Healing Spotify breathwork playlist. I'm going to explain to you in an upcoming email how to use the playlist to develop your own breathwork practice at home. If you won't be joining the breathwork experience, or if you want a day-to-day practice, this is valuable stuff. So please do share the link and sign up. The cart is open at 11:11 today. You will have an email in your inbox when our session is over announcing the opening of the cart. First, just to the people inside of this challenge, the 75 people that signed up have the first opportunity to join, because the first 10 to join get a little microdosing sample if desired. You can choose to opt out. This will be enough microdosing medicine for you to take a microdose every one of the 5 journeys that we take together. It's a teeny, teeny, tiny amount of psychedelics to do that top-down work in complement to the bottom-up work. That's the first 10 people at 11:11 when the cart opens. Jump in if you want in on this magic. Sylvia says, ooh la la. Yes, exactly. Shall we do the giveaway of the CBD? And actually, since we have an Instagram live stream and a YouTube live stream, I'm going to give away the CBD on Instagram since we have more people there. And I'm going to give away a sample. It's actually a really generous sample of this cannabis salve, this healing salve that I share, infused with cannabis topically. If you've got any pain or inflammation, oh my gosh, it smells amazing. And you can put that right on your joints. This will go to somebody on YouTube today. So Instagram and YouTube, who wants to win a plant medicine prize? Me. Go ahead and say yes in either one of the chats if you are interested in the giveaway. I'm going to take 3 breaths and choose a winner. All right. This is a full spectrum CBD. This is a $77 bottle of medicine. Josh says, duh. Yeah, who doesn't want the medicine? And this is organic, full spectrum, great for inflammation, pain, anxiety, and sleep. I live and die by this in our house. The kids take it. My hubby takes it. I take it. I took a big serving before I went live, and I took a few breaths and felt my system downregulate. CBD hemp is your friend, guys. This is non-psychoactive. You're not getting high off of this. Some of you were like, oh, bummer, right? And yes, use it before work. Okay, we've got the winner of the full spectrum CBD is, I'm going to put my hand on someone. Kathleen Robb. Katie just had a surgery. I hope you don't mind me sharing that, Katie. So I really think this is meant for you today to help take the inflammation down from your surgery and promote some deep healing for you. Congratulations. I will drop this in the mail to you on Monday. Who will win the healing salve? This is going to Anita. Anita, do you have any pain points in your body? This healing salve is coming to you, love. Thank you for being here. Congratulations to Katie and Anita for winning the plant medicine. If you're interested in this medicine, I do have an online shop. Please ask me for the link. I will send that to you. There's always free shipping, and it's always really high quality, potent medicine. All right, thank you for being here live. We're going to jump into the breath work in just a moment. I want to teach you the breath patterns that we are doing today first. We've got 2 beautiful breath patterns for feeling into this expansion and receiving piece. The first is the 3-part breath. There's a double inhalation and a single exhalation. There's 2 ways to do this. Through the nose. Practice it with me. That's it. Or through the mouth. Beautiful. The mouth one can be really activating, but really helpful if your nose feels a little clogged, or if you really want to get the energy moving. If you're a breathwork person, if you've been doing this regularly, you can probably handle the mouth breathing. If you are new to this, maybe stick with the nose. That's it. 3-part breath will be predominantly what is offered throughout this journey. And second breath pattern we will start and end with is the bliss breath. This is my favorite for feeling into expansion, for feeling connected to source. Bliss breath is in and out of the nose only. Don't worry if you can't do it. Just do your best and move air. And it looks and sounds like this. You kind of bounce a little bit while you're doing it because you got to move the diaphragm in and out to really get the breath moving. You may want to have some tissues ready. And the bliss breath can really, for me, that's a crown chakra opening one, just like feel super connected. We will start the journey with the bliss breath and end it. If you do not have nasal breathing because you're crying or allergies, don't stress it. Just at your pace, right? Your breathwork session could look like, yes, it does feel like you're going to give birth afterwards, Sylvia. Well said. And in fact, I did a rebirthing breathwork journey recently that was so potent and included that breath, right? Sort of like that Lamaze, the blow breath too. Yes, you got to breathe when you're giving birth to a baby, and you got to breathe when you're giving birth to a miracle. Ask, breathe, receive. Let's do that today. In this container, I want you to find a spot where you can drop in for the next 25 minutes. It's going to go fast, I promise. Feeling your body here. Taking the emphasis away from looking at the screen. You may even wish to set the device down or away from you. And just let your system land. Taking a couple gentle halo breaths to start, in through the nose and out through the mouth. Not working yet, just gently moving the air to get yourself settled. Feeling your butt or your back making contact with the earth. You may wish to imagine a cord dropping from your bottom, from the back of your heart, if you're lying down. Going through the layers of man-made material of your house and its foundation. And then imagining that cord plunging straight into the earth through layers of rock and sediment and wrapping itself around the core 1, 2, 3 times. Taking a breath to feel how securely you are tethered to the earth, how safe you are to drop into this experience. Go ahead and connect to your highest self, to whatever name you use for God. Welcoming any well and wise grandmothers, grandfathers, guardian angels, ascended masters. Perhaps envisioning that support encircling you today. Creating a protective shield all the way around you, to the sides, above, below. Total protection for you to feel what it's like to receive. Now, calling up your intention. What is it you desire? Show us what it looks like to use the breath to clear the channel, to get what is in the way moved, and to make space to receive. Fill us with the belief that we are worthy of receiving, and that this old story is just a story. It can be re-scripted. Thank you for this opportunity to expand. And so it is. We're going to be starting the breath now with a gentle and slow bliss breath in and out of the nose. Doesn't have to be forceful. If you have nasal breathing, just beginning that passage of air. Maybe imagining it clearing your head of the old story. You may wish to pick up the pace. We're only going to stay here for a minute. That's it. If you're a tiny bit uncomfortable, you're doing it right. This is brave work. Go ahead and let go of that bliss breath now. Just taking a few normal breaths. And we're going to take a hold. Blowing out your air for a bottom hold here. Breathing in when you're ready to hold at the top. That's it. We're just getting started here. Releasing where you feel tightness, fear, constriction. When you're done with that hold, and only when your body says, we're going to come to a round of that 3-part breath. That's it. Double inhalation. Fill the belly. Fill the chest. And full release. Just like that. Beautiful. Moving that air through your system at whatever speed and depth serves you. Keeps you feeling secure. And also challenges you a tiny bit. Being in the practice of transformation is not about staying comfortable. The caterpillar becomes mushy goo first. So let it be a little uncomfortable and show yourself that you're safe to breathe, to move this energy, to let go of what's in the way of your miracle. We're going to take a hold now. Top or bottom, you decide. Holds are a great opportunity to release. You can imagine the energy rushing out and down your body. We release down into the earth. And we receive from above. You can imagine the top of your head opening up like the sunroof on a car. Maybe your third eye opening if you're lying down. Flipping your hands up so your palms are facing up. We're going to come into another round of that 3-part breath. Opening to receive whatever is here. That's it. Into the belly, into the chest, full exhale. Welcome. We're breathing the 3-part breath. You can't do this wrong. Just simply allowing this air to move into the places that feel not enough. The parts of you that have lost hope can receive the gift of the breath. In through the nose or in through the mouth on that inhalation. That's it. We're coming towards another hold. You're doing so beautifully. 5 more minutes of active breath here before our meditation. Use this opportunity to shift your state, to feel into healing, to allow yourself to receive the breath, to receive a miracle. When you're ready, releasing that breath and taking a hold. Feeling that stream of energy, what's not yours falling down, what's new coming in, like a river of hope flowing from the top to the bottom. Constant stream of renewal and hope that what you desire is possible. Beautiful. Letting go when you're ready. And let's come into a round of the bliss breath. In and out of the nose for just a minute here. Taking your time, taking a break if you need it. Taking a few halo breaths if your system is becoming unregulated. Healing does not have to feel scary. You are safe to let the sensations be here, to embrace all the messy parts. Full acceptance of yourself in this moment as a perfectly imperfect human, doing your best, inviting in more, letting go of that bliss breath now for a hold. Top or bottom, you choose. Feel into that stream of energy. Ask, breathe, receive. What are you receiving today? What gift can you accept with your whole heart? When you're ready, let's come to a halo breath here. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Just feeling what's here. Is there more to be released? How can you give yourself the release? Remembering that movement and sound move energy. If on an exhale, a hum or a sigh can come through. Let those vibrations move. In through the nose, out through the mouth. I am worthy of receiving. That's it. We're coming up on our final 2 minutes of the breath. I want to invite you to the 3-part breath one last time. Nice and slow and easy here. Honor your body. That's it. Into the belly, into the chest, out of the mouth. Receiving, even when your mind says, nah, it's better to say no. Okay, mind, thank you. I see you, and I'm choosing a new way. I'm choosing my transformation. Just a few more breaths here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. That's it. You are so much stronger and more capable than you believe. There is so much healing waiting for you to receive it. Final few breaths. Whatever breath pattern feels best to you right now, give your body just a few more moments. That's it. And now come into our final hold of the practice. Really feeling that stream of energy, the old falling down, the new pouring in from above. Letting the hold go when your body is done, or taking another one. Extending the healing. What is here for you when you are in this energy, this potential? Let it come through. And full rest now, full release, no effort, no work. Just being in your body, aware of your connection to the earth, your safety here. And also feeling yourself expanded all the way to the stars. I want you to imagine white light pouring down from above you, raining blessings onto you, into you, all around you. Can you feel the light? Can you allow it in? Imagine it seeping into every crevice, filling up your heart. Expanding you to your whole, full self. Feeling the miracle that you are, that you were created to be, gifted with this breath and the capacity to move it. to step into transformation. Thank you for this healing, this light, this possibility, this hope here today. Show us the path back to ourselves, back to our breath, and back to the belief that we are enough. We are worthy of miracles. Show us what it feels like to breathe into the discomfort, to co-create with the universe, to ask, to believe, to breathe, to receive. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. If you want to take a little mini bliss breath here, in and out of the nose, just for the final moment. Solidifying what's here, what you want to hold on to, what came through. And then releasing effort, connecting to your body, perhaps putting your hands together in gratitude on your heart. Shifting your posture. Coming back to the room that you're in. Slowly honoring yourself the whole way. Sylvia says, my chakras are aligned. I am so worthy of this transformation. I am healing my metastases. You are mine. Nick is fortunate to have you. So special. Sylvia, we're fortunate to have you in the community. Nothing hurts Brianna anymore. Wow. Shelby says, gratitude flowing. Yeah, there's so much that comes through when we release and receive and release and receive. And can you feel how it's happening at the same time in that steady stream, right? Release and receive, release and receive. Look, there will always be pain in this world and in this life. That's an inevitability of being human, right? We want peace, we want joy, we want happiness, and being in that state 24/7 is not possible. We are built as complex beings with contrast, yes? And you can release the suffering. That is different from the pain, right? The suffering around that pain. Do you feel it right now? Yes, I played Amazing Grace. We did lose someone in that moment. I was hoping I wouldn't trigger anyone with any religious trauma, but it's such a beautiful song. So thank you for feeling into it. Julie, I'm still so amazed at this powerful work, feeling all the love and light. Julie, I'm so glad you're here. So glad you're here. And yes, I have been practicing breathwork for over a year now. And literally every time I do a journey, I'm like, this is incredible. Why are we not teaching this to every human when they're born, right? Yes, it's amazing. It's amazing. And it's a powerful tool, right? We want to use it with intention. The doors open to the breathwork experience in 11 minutes. I do think I will come on live for some breathwork church. Originally, I thought this session would go all the way through, but let's gather for a quick breathwork church today. Josh says, yeah, please share what you're feeling if you're here. Josh says, I feel peaceful, like an observer in my own life at this moment. Wow, Josh, being the observer to your experience is key, absolutely paramount for healing. Microdosing can really help with that. And look, breathwork is doing that for you right now, 22 minutes. Only 17 minutes of active breath, right? See what needs to, what you want to keep here, right? What that feels like. Be curious about the curiosity that you have and hang on to that feeling today. Cassie saw herself with butterfly wings, rainbow shimmering light, surrounded by my grandparents and angels, so safe and never, ever, ever alone. Wow. So powerful from Carrie. I feel a spiritual strength I have never known, says Chelsea. Yes, in case you have not noticed, the style of breath work that I do is very spiritual. It is not religious. It is not dogmatic. Anyone from any belief system is welcome. I'm very clear and intentional that we are only welcoming in what is for your highest and best, right? The well and healed ancestors. Yeah, their spiritual warfare is real, right? We are not open to anything that is not for our highest and best, and all names of God are welcome here. To me, I don't know if my healing is possible without a spiritual practice. And I won't project that on you and say your healing won't be possible without one. But man, there is so much power in having a spiritual practice and dropping into prayer. You just said a long prayer for 22 minutes, right? And instead of like, dear God, I'm not quite sure what to say, and I don't exactly feel connected to you right now, but here's what I need. Thanks so much, right? That's one way of praying. Or you can breathe and be in that energy of prayer, of releasing, right? In the Bible, didn't you have to make a sacrifice at the altar in order to have your prayer met, right? That's the release. Be in that constant stream of energy. Release, receive, release, receive. I'm so glad you were here today. Thank you for participating. Remember that if you want the scholarship, you have 2 more days to fill out the application and share the content, these videos from the Hope for Healing Challenge. Make a post, tag me, journeytoheal.life, and I'll be picking that winner on Tuesday. You guys are incredible. What are you taking away today? What are you walking away with besides first 10 people who sign up for the Breathwork Experience get a free microdosing sample? Look for the email. The doors will open in less than 11 minutes. And I'm going to go live at 11:11 for a quick little breathwork church for those of you that want to tune in then. You are amazing. I feel enlivened. I feel lit up. I feel hopeful, right? Where's that hope right now for you? Give me a wave. Give me a yes. Give me a heart. If there is hope in your body, place your hand where that hope is and send a breath to it today. Expand it just like you expanded in that breathwork session. Anita's walking away with peace and love and hope. If I'm not mistaken, 1 or 2 of those things is what you asked to receive today. Beautiful work, everyone. Thank you. There's energy in the room, no chaos or doubt in my mind or where I am going. Clarity is a big benefit of breath work. Yep, that's the receive, right? That's a little miracle right there, having clarity on next steps. Stay in the receiving mode, friends. I'll see you at Breathwork Church if you want to go for a round 2. Otherwise, please be kind to yourself. Take care of yourself. Have a beautiful, easy day. Yeah, thank you, Kim. You are worthy. You are enough. Yes, it is possible to rewrite your story. Josh is walking away with focus on what I'm asking for and trying to put myself first. Josh, putting yourself first. You're not trying it. You did it today. You did it today. Every time you take a breath, you're doing it. You're in the practice. You guys rock. See you soon. Can't wait to see you inside the Breathwork Experience.